I'm here at the Conversation Corner of the 2023 Select Your Crown event. And I'm here with, what's your name?
Carrie.
Miss Carrie. All right, and what is your name?
Adrian.
Adrian. Thank you, ladies, for joining me. I'm going to ask you a few questions today. So, Carrie, let's start with you. Where are you from?
Originally, I'm from Arizona, but then I got stationed out here at Fort Campbell. So after I got out, I just stayed here.
Oh, wow. So you were in the military?
Yes.
What military? Which
Army here at Fort
the
Campbell.
Army. Oh, my gosh.
Yep.
Okay, so you're a whole superhero. This is great. Okay. All right. So let me ask you. So now that you're here and you've left the military, what do you do now? What do you love to do now? What's your hobby?
I like to crochet. I really love being with my boys. I get to be a stay-at-home mom. I got injured while I was in the military, so I'm medically retired. But the part that makes me happy about that, even though I've been injured, is that I get to be at home with my boys and I get to be there when they come home from school. Now they are teenagers, but still, I like to be there when they get home. We can do work on homework or or whatnot.
This is so sweet. I don't have children left yet, so I'm like, I always like when mothers talk about their kids and they like the mothering experience.
Yeah.
It's when they're like, oh my God, my kids get on my nerves. I'm like, okay, Lord, we can hold back just a little bit longer.
Right, yeah.
Okay. And I want to know, how did you learn about Select Your Crown?
It's actually through the faith group over here.
Okay.
I went to one of their meetings. They had like the support group meetings.
Okay.
I just happened to go. I brought my husband with me. I didn't know we had to be there at a certain time, so we kind of showed up late. But they were still very welcoming for us to come there.
Uh-huh.
And one of the things that they went over was this event here. And so then I just went ahead and went on the website and applied.
And then you won.
And then I did.
Okay, so you're a superhero and a winner.
Okay.
I'm here for this. I'm here for all of it. Okay, cool. So I'm going to pass the mic. And can you give us a nice introduction? What is your name?
Hello, my name is Adrian Bell.
Adrian. Okay, so I got Carrie and Adrian. Thank you, Adrian, for joining us. Where are you from?
I'm from Clarksville, Tennessee.
Okay, you're here.
Yes.
Okay, I love that. Okay, cool. So what's something that you like to do, Miss Adrian?
Well, I like to be a part of the support group at the YMCA.
Okay.
They have a 16-week program, and basically we conversate about the issues. We work out 2 days a week, and it's really, really a good program.
I love that. I love that. Okay, and so how did you find out about Select Your Crown?
Okay, my niece, she said that, I think I'm going to sign you up for something. And then I said, well, long as it ain't singing or dancing. But anyway, so then she told me, and I really didn't know what to expect. This is my third year.
Okay.
And when I came the first year, I was overjoyed about how much support. I felt like we were sisters.
I love that.
And it was just really enjoyable.
I love that. Well, welcome back, Miss Adrian.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so let's see. What would you advise someone that is either suffering hair loss or that is a cancer survivor or, currently battling cancer? What would you tell them now? How would you encourage them now?
I would encourage them to keep the faith.
Okay.
And there is a support group for everybody. Like when I was going through, I didn't know that it was so much support around just different things that you deal with, like alopecia, like breast cancer. And until I got enrolled in a program that people look like me and actually went through the same thing as me, I was overjoyed. So there is a support system for the people that's actually dealing with what they're dealing with.
I love that. So basically, you're not alone.
Yes.
Go find your community and get that support, sis. I love that.
Yes.
Can you pass the mic to Miss Carrie, please? What would you tell somebody that's surviving or that is going through cancer or just learned that they have alopecia? What would you advise them?
I'm currently going through chemo treatment right now.
Okay.
And so I guess I would tell someone like me, when you first find out, you hear the big C word, you hear the cancer word, your heart, the world just stops. Because you don't know, what does that mean? What's going to happen? What am I going to go through? What do I do? And it's why, what, and you're like, why me? What's going on? And you don't know no treatment. When you don't know a treatment plan yet, then that even scares you even worse. Like, what kind of treatment am I going to get? Am I going to go through radiation, chemotherapy? Am I going to have surgery? I'm going to have all these things. And you don't know your plan yet. And that's one of the things I would tell someone that's at the beginning stages. When you get your plan, I'm not saying it makes you feel better, but it gives you a sense of Now, okay, here's the steps that are going to happen. We're not just all mumble jumbled in our brain with all these whats and whys.
We're taking steps to a solution.
Yes. So that's one thing I would say is, like, if you're just getting diagnosed, don't worry. You'll get your treatment plan, and things will start to fall in order of what's going to happen next.
I love that. How do you pace yourself in that? Like, do you find now that certain things that you used to worry about are just not important, or are there things that have kind of like become a priority in your life now?
Well, I had to get blood transfusions because my hemoglobin numbers were not where they're supposed to be. So I had to get blood transfusion in order to get treatment. Okay. That's my biggest thing, is I'm hoping my numbers from week to week are going to be good, so that way I can get treatment, not have to miss a dose of chemo. I forgot what I was going to say.
Well, we were just talking about, like what is important to you now. I know for me, I have not gone through cancer or anything. And so I had my mom's best friend. I watched her fight until her last breath. And so to meet survivors is so encouraging to me.
Yeah.
And even with me now, like in my own life and with my own, problems, after, it's like I think about life now, or I had some car accidents. That's what happened. Had some car accidents, and I'm like, I'm alive still.
Yeah.
I can move still. And then certain things just weren't on my priority list anymore. I'm like, well, why did I think that was important? Or why did I allow that person's wants to, outweigh what I needed? You know what I'm saying? So, like, I guess that's what I'm asking is, now that you are here, what are things that you have let go, and what are things that you have picked up?
Well, that's what you asked, because I'm here at the event getting a new crown. I let go of having hair. I accepted my baldness. I mean, I get stared at. We went to an event yesterday, and I think everyone stared at me. A couple people came up to me and hugged me. Some people offered me free. I felt kind of like not guilty, but somebody offered me some free stuff, like some lotion, stuff like that. And I didn't want anyone to feel sorry for me or have pity. And I have to think that they probably weren't feeling pity, but maybe they somehow could relate. Maybe somebody in their family had cancer or whatnot. But,
I think the first thing when you say something like that, and you tell me about that perspective, the first thing that comes to my mind is grace.
Yeah.
That's the first thing that comes to my mind is life is already hard enough. Here's the easy button. That's them wanting to encourage you. And I think that's beautiful to even say out loud.
Right.
So thank you for sharing that. Can you pass the microphone for me, please?
Thank you. That was good.
That was good. So what do you feel you have put down, and what do you feel that you have picked up?
Well, I have put down the things that I know I don't need to be doing, like overthinking things. Now I just kind of go with the flow. I love reading, so I have a slew of books that I actually read. I try to read every single day, because I don't care if it's just like a half a chapter, a page or two.
I love that.
But it enhances your vocabulary when you read stuff. You get stuck on a word, you don't know what the word is, you'd be like, now I got to get the dictionary.
Yeah.
But it keeps you fluent.
I love that. All right, so what's a new hobby now? Like, what is something that you're like, you know what, I'm going to learn to do? I'm going to go first. For me, I have been on so many trips where I've seen people, we've been on a boat, and I've seen people just jump in the water, and I thought, that must feel so free. And I will stay my little butt on the boat and not get in the water.
Yes.
So one thing now, my bucket list for the next year, one thing that I have to learn how to do is swim. I just want the freedom of just being able to get in the water and know what I'm doing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So what is something new that you're like, I am going to do this now, this year, next year?
I want to go hiking.
You want to go hiking?
Yes.
I
want to
that.
go in the woods and go hiking. When I was young, I grew up in the city, Clarksville.
Okay.
53 years here in the same city.
Oh, wow.
But I've never really hiked. Like, I just want to go on a trail. Like, we have a trail like Dunbar Cave.
Okay.
and just go through the woods and just do stuff like that.
Easy, like
Yes.
kind of easy.
Yeah, but I'm not going on the cliff, and but I'm just about going through the woods on a trail.
I
A
love
nature
that.
trail.
I love that. I love that. That's something that you can do next week.
Yes.
So I challenge you to get it done.
Yes, I am.
I challenge you to go and feel that.
And the
I used-
weather is going to be really good.
Yeah, this is the perfect time, honestly. Maybe a glamping moment too.
Yes.
Give the people a look in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. And so here, I'm going to ask one more question, and then I want you guys to get back to the rest of the event. Let's see. Oh, okay. Well, you've already covered that. I was going to ask, what's something that you do that makes you zone out? But you kind of already said reading. Is
Yes.
there any other activity that kind of just brings you peace?
Nothing like reading.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where do you like to read? What's like your favorite
I read
place to read?
anywhere. I read in checkout. When I go places, I have a book in my purse.
Oh, wow.
So if I'm in the pharmacy line and it's like 6 people in front of me, I'll just pull out the book and start reading.
Do you have a favorite book?
I like true crime.
Okay.
Yeah.
True crime.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Like Anne Rule. She used to be a detective. Now she turned crime writer. So I like her novels. I have a whole library in my bedroom.
Oh, wow.
All her novels.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
It just brings awareness.
I love that.
These stories are true. These are not stories that she made up.
Okay.
They're actually crime files that she actually dealt with.
Oh, wow.
So that's why I like her. Yeah.
Okay. Like a
Bring
reality
awareness.
check. Okay, I like that. So we have somebody that's aware of what's going on, and then we have Miss Carrie here that was a full-blown superhero. I'm here for this. I'm here for this. Okay, can you pass the mic to Miss Carrie, please? All right, Miss Carrie. So what's something new that you're doing in your life? What is, your boys are teenagers now, Miss Carrie. I hate to break this to you, but they're probably gonna go to college. They're probably gonna be out the house soon. So what is something that you feel like that you look forward to in the future?
I've been letting my oldest drive. Yeah, he bought a car all by himself.
Congratulations, oldest.
I know. I was really
good.
super proud of him.
That's good.
And I let him drive to and from school.
Okay.
Because my other son is 15. And so they're 15 and 16.
Okay.
So I let them ride together to school and they come home.
That's good.
I let him drive to work, but I drive the car home because I don't think he's ready to drive at night yet.
Okay. It is kind of scary.
Yeah, so
I remember holding my breath when I first learned how to drive. My mom was like, "Don't do that."
I can't go with him by myself. My husband has to come too because I know I'm a horrible backseat driver and I'll probably make it worse on him.
Oh,
If
I
I'm
make him
in-
nervous.
Yeah, I'll be like, stop, no, don't. I don't want to make him nervous by me, doing things. But
Yeah.
what was your rest of your question?
Just what's new? What you want to do now? What's a new activity that you want to try? A new hobby you want-
She's actually inspired me to start reading again. I
love
used to
that.
read, and then I got my graduate degree at Austin P here, and you had to read, and you had to read a lot.
A lot,
you
yeah.
know. And then I just dropped it. I stopped it. I don't know why, but I just stopped it. But that really encourages me go back to reading again. And
I love that.
I love true crime as well. I like to watch on TV.
What?
So
Yes.
I love that.
yeah, and
First of
I
all-
like reading the true stuff, not the fake stuff. The true stuff.
Podcast.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, thank you, ladies, for
course.
sitting down with me. Thank you for the work that you do in the community. Thank you for serving America and doing such an incredible job. Thank you, ladies, so much for not giving up on yourselves. I'm so grateful to meet you. I hope that you like your new look. I hope that you love your new look.
Yes.
I hope that you become super arrogant because you can't get out the mirror. Okay, all look into yourself. And I hope that you try new things. I hope that you enjoy life to the fullest. I'm not gonna say what you have left. No, because that sounds like, oh, no. Enjoy this life.
Yes.
Everything about it. Go try something new. Do something that scares you. Like the other day, I went on a trip. I was in Turks and Caicos, and I saw people parasailing. And I'm from Nigeria, so my African mom is like, "You want to do what in the sea? No, go and sit down." But so I didn't tell her. And I went parasailing, and I thought that it was going to be super scary. I've heard horror stories. No, I've seen horror stories on the news. People like, something happened and them dying. It was absolutely peaceful.
Yeah.
It was so beautiful, and I was mad at the fact that we had to come down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm gonna do something else that totally scares me because I like what it felt like on the other side of it. So thank you ladies for your time.
Of course.
Y'all are super awesome. Please enjoy the rest of the event.
Thank you
for
so much. I
coming.
appreciate you.
Thank you.